major point to look at when choosing video editing software is the user interface, but to the new user they can all seem quite complicated. In this video, let's take a look at some of the reasons why video editing software user interfaces look the way they do. Computer software programs in general try to copy what you would be doing in real life as the basis for their interface design. A database document resembles the old card file systems used in offices before the arrival of computers. A word processor document on screen copies the look of a blank sheet of paper. The design problem for consumer-level video editing software is the fact that it can't imitate something that you are already familiar with. Let's face it, without the presence of the video editing software, you wouldn't be doing this to begin with. As a workaround to that, the software developers make an effort to at least copy the sequence of actions people might realistically take in making a finished video. They generally start with a module for importing your raw video clips and other assets such as audio into the software. This is usually combined with some kind of library function for logically storing and organizing those assets. This is most often followed by an editing module where you can cut, slice and dice your video, add video filters or special effects, as well as audio editing and title creation. Finally, we come to the point of rendering or generating your video project into the final video format you desire. This is the pattern of basic steps that the computer programs are adhering to when planning the user interfaces you look at. There is a logic to this layout, but it can result in other confusions, especially if the user is anticipating that the software will behave like other programs they're familiar with. One of the most common points where this happens is the seemingly simple step of saving your work. If you go to File, then click Save in a Word document, then obviously the changes you've made since opening that document are saved. The document itself is now updated to include those changes. If you do exactly the same thing in video editing software, more often than not it seems that absolutely nothing happens. That's because in video editing software the original files you're editing are never touched. It's called non-destructive editing and is where the confusion comes from. You want to save your changes, but the software is designed to never change your originals for safety, and to actually save the changes you would have to create a whole new video file. The way that all video editing software deals with this problem is by using small files that are a running record of the changes you want made. These files are called project files and are usually proprietary to the software you're using. A project file keeps track of your adjustments, selections, and your intentions with regards to your editing decisions. They record which video file, where the file is located, what section of the file to use, what filter to use, where to start the audio, what audio, and so on. Whenever you choose to save, it isn't your new video being saved, nor is any video file being generated. What is being saved are your editing choices up to that point in time as a project file. It's only when you've finished all of your editing do you get to the final point of generating the complete end product that you wanted. Some programs call this final creation of the end product sharing, whilst others refer to it as creating or rendering or some similar term. Regardless of the name, it is this step that represents the creation of your video project as a final product that can be distributed by whatever means you choose. If you have no earlier experience, all of the video editing software interfaces you see will seem foreign to you. Yes, there are some that are more intuitive than others, but effective use of the interface will only happen after you've learned it, irrespective of which one you choose. In trying to choose video editing software, make sure you take a good look at the user interface of any software that you're considering by taking full advantage of free trials. Open up the program and browse around. Use it and abuse it up to the point it either starts to make sense or doesn't. Just keep in mind that they will all, to at least some degree, seem unfamiliar at first. For more information on choosing video editing software, go to www.myeasydata.com.